Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. We made it. We're going to get started shortly. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. You're not connected yet to your audio.
It's called unmute. Oh my goodness.
I have to say, I feel so weird because not only do I not have my makeup on,
You're beautiful.
but I also have my hair like pulled back because I need to be able to touch my face. And so I feel very awkward.
Jana, I think everyone that's on this broadcast right now would agree you are the most natural beauty. Look, take
Kathy,
away
please.
the brows. You've seen it. And the color, I am like, there was a makeup company years ago. Well, they're still around, Merle Norman.
Yeah.
And they had these pictures of, this is me, without the makeup, and this is me with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. It's like a blank. And wait, if you pull, I mean, everybody's feeling this. Everybody of a certain age, you pull the hair back and it's like, oh my God, the roots. And it's like, push the hair forward anyway. You know what? This has been so much fun being on these calls with everyone, because my sanity savior, so to speak, has been, okay, every day I have a great call with my colleagues with the friends of Epicuren, and I'm going to put my brows on.
It's so
Do my hair.
right? It gives us a reason,
Yeah.
reason to get going,
Purpose.
to be here. I love it. I love it. These are my sanity savers for sure.
Definitely.
I'm very excited that we're continuing these actually, everybody, next week as well. So that's really awesome.
Love and all the familiar names. It's thank you guys. I can't really see you, but thank you for supporting us, and we hope that you've really been enjoying these presentations. We've sure had a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think that you guys have too, because I see you guys keep coming back. Jessica, you keep coming back. Rain, I see you guys every day, and so just even seeing your name on the screen, I'm like, oh, they're here. So it's really been awesome.
It's like we were talking yesterday, and I'll say this again when we get started. It's like having a girlfriend chat.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
And it's Friday. I love that my presentations are on Friday. It's kind of
I was gonna say, you're kind of the designated Friday lady.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Oh, thank you, Allie. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it too, because
we heart you.
It really is awesome. I really love it every day. Like I said, it's like the highlight of my day. It gives me a break from, just kind of being in a slump sometimes, right? And also my kids. So that's nice too. They have to work when I'm in here working in my office. I give them assignments, and then they're very busy, and I force them to be quiet. So it's definitely a sanity saver for sure. And talking with you guys is awesome. Always.
Mm-hmm. And and the questions that come through are so good. And also, just look, we welcome your comments as well. Today is going to be really just off the cuff, fun conversation, but we really appreciate your great questions and comments.
Yeah, today I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, listen, Kathy, you got me to come on a Zoom call with no foundation on. Says something about how much I love you.
Right back at you.
But so today we are going to be doing makeup a little bit. And our conversation is going to be, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, you got me to come here. I did do a little bit of a demo on my live Instagram last week after our cleansing conversation. So I think it was last Friday actually, but not everybody saw, and we've been getting a lot of questions about our new little guy, our new product over there. So I'm happy to be doing that today. We are going to get started in like another 5 minutes or so. So we'll just wait. I know we have some more friends that are going to be joining us. So I want to make sure that we get everybody in here. But in the meantime, if you wouldn't mind just going down to the chat box and sharing your email so you could be entered to win some products. We're going to be pulling the winner on Monday. So make sure you tune back in on Monday to hear whether you won or not. Yeah, so I'm super excited. So yeah, if you could just do that, perfect. Thank you. Thanks,
Excellent.
guys. Hey, Jared. Oh, God bless you. Oh my goodness, God bless. I think you need some Claritin.
Some Claritin. Gina, a Claritin. I know I do. No, it's my last day feeding my aunt's horrible, lovely cats. They're so beautiful.
Are you allergic?
I'm definitely allergic to cats. I really do not enjoy cats.
Wow.
I mean, I know they bring lots of joy and happiness to hundreds of thousands of people around the world.
You must really love your aunt that you're suffering through that.
Oh my God.
No, Aunt Connie is a very lovely woman. No, I do enjoy her greatly. And she said that I can shop at Connie's Kitchen whenever I want to. So she has a lot of wine and pasta. So, you know, while she's away, I've had my dinners.
Hi, Helga.
Basically there.
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
Good morning, Miss
Helga.
Helga.
Good morning.
I love it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we've been having a fun girlfriend chat already, so we just welcome more to the party.
Oh,
No.
God, just as gal pals here. What are we chatting about?
Well, you know, I'm foundationless today.
Oh, because it's Makeup Mania.
It is.
Beautiful.
But I don't have my foundation on. Thank you.
Do you have freckles?
I do. I have tons and tons. I don't know if you can see it. I might have
So
to.
cute.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, thank you, Helga. Thank you. I literally have freckles everywhere, even on my lips. So yeah, and some hyperpigmentation. So we're gonna get to it soon. I hope we start off with me putting on something, Kathy.
Oh, I think that's definitely one of the top subjects in the agenda.
Okay, perfect. So we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes. I know we have some more friends joining us. In the meantime, if you could just put your email at the bottom to be entered to win some products. We're gonna be pulling the winner's name on Monday. So come back here. We have a whole lineup for you for next week. So excited. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Continuing this, our sanity savers, as it's been for you guys, it is for us too. So like thrilled to be doing this. I am recording this in case anybody needs a copy or they have a team member that wants a copy. We do have it for you. So just contact your account executive and they can get that out to you. Let's see. I think we should wait just a couple more minutes because I do know of some people that are attending and they're not there yet. So
Here we go. And it's Friday too, so we have to, you know, give it a little edge.
yeah, it is Friday. I don't know what happens to the weeks anymore. It's the most bizarre thing. As soon as it's Monday, it's Friday. I don't know what's happened to time. But it's been really interesting. So for those of you just joining, I have no makeup on, except for my eyes and my eyebrows, because let's not kid ourselves. The only person who see me like that is Sydney. I see that you're here, and she has done my facial before, so I know she's seen what I actually look like all the way.
Jonna, do you want me to give you a preview of next week's topics?
I would love that. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes, the visual will be out this afternoon. For Monday, we have set the tone, which will be an overview of our mists and toners and what skin type and request that is good for you as a great way to prepare the skin. Next, on Tuesday, we will be joined by Jared and Kevin, who will be discussing men's means. On Wednesday, we will be discussing Here Comes the Sun, focusing on the number of SPF formulations that we have that can meet the needs that you have for your sun care. On Thursday, brighten it up. And then Friday, we'll be doing facial yoga with the enzyme or exfoliant of your choice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. So it'll be another makeup list Friday.
You're really showing it all.
Everybody's gonna have to join on this one. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
I know you won't. It's fine. It's fine. Do the enzyme on your hands. But you know, for those of you that want to, certainly you're encouraged to join along. And I knew it. I knew you'd have your mask on, Val.
Love it. Love it. We mask on Fridays.
That's right. Awesome.
That is great. No, you know what, Gianna, you have inspired me so much today that I think I'm going to do as you're doing today. The brows, they're not going to come off.
No, they can stay.
Maybe a little mascara, but I might have a clean face and partake.
See that? It's contagious.
Pumpkin peel earlier, like before, while I was in the shower, I did the pumpkin peel. So now I'm doing vitamin C with hydrating mask. Give myself a pumpkin facial.
Awesome.
We love it.
And on a separate note, unrelated to Epicuren or skincare, I'm not sure if anyone has been receiving emails from retailers that they shop at, but I got an email from Old Navy that they're doing face masks with leftover fabric from their manufacturing. And the face masks are so neat looking.
That
And
is so cool.
Yeah, and they have children's face masks and adults. So not that I'm pumping Old Navy, but take a look.
What did you say?
I haven't gotten mine yet.
Well, mine from Epicuren are actually in the wash. These are from just a local, somebody who was selling them. But I'm glad you brought that up because we're actually going to talk about that today. Some face mask wearing. So with that, SP made the perfect segue.
I was about to say segue perfection there.
I know, and he didn't even know, which is amazing. So thank you for that. And now we're going to start our makeup mania. So I'm Jonna. I'm the regional account executive for the Northeast. I kind of always give you guys a little bit of a weather report, and today not so good. So just saying. But okay, I am recording this, as I mentioned earlier, for anyone who wants to pass it on to a client, to a coworker, whoever you want to give this to. Just reach out to your account executive and they can send you the file. The chat button at the bottom, be sure to ask your questions in there. You could submit your email to be entered to win a product giveaway that we'll be pulling on Monday. So excited to announce the winners on Monday, or the winner, sorry, just one of you. Try again next time. For anyone who doesn't win, thank you guys. And yeah, so let's get started, Kathy.
Let's roll. So I'm Kathy Myers, and I am the Regional Account Executive representing Epicuren for the Southeast. Just a little side note, I have been a makeup artist for 30 years. So makeup is one of my passions, but with makeup, it's synergistic. You have to have good skincare, and you know, Epicuren is the best. And so what we want to share with you today are tips and tricks on how to use Epicuren products, skincare products, that will help allow your makeup to last longer, and little professional tips and tricks. So, you know, Gianna and I were talking yesterday, and it was perfect to Sean Paul's point about makeup application has evolved over just the past 8 weeks with wearing of masks, just different habits that we're having to make. Zoom calls, which we're going to address momentarily, but everyone, I think in most states, are required to wear a mask when they go outside. Now, there's some people that they're just going to wear a sheer SPF 10, that's all they need. But then there are others that are professionals that are still going to work that need to wear makeup, but have it look good once they remove their mask. So Gianna has, I tell you, you're my hero. She has bravely, and I say that tongue in cheek because look at this beautiful face. Gianna has come to us barefaced today to demonstrate and speak to our Defend and Balance tinted SPF. It is absolutely SPF 50, by the way. So Gianna, I think it's time for you to show everyone your application, and let's speak to how this wonderful product really works with the wearing of masks and how it lasts.
So as I showed you last Friday, this is our Defend and Balance SPF 50. It's a tinted mineral sunscreen. So there's, it's just minerals in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's titanium dioxide and there's zinc oxide, which make up the SPF component, which is SPF 50, as I said. It's water resistant for up to 40 minutes. So it's great for under that mask. You might be sweating. This isn't going to come off. It does give you a coverage, a very light coverage, and it is going to even out that skin tone. But like I just said, the makeup, when you remove your mask, is not going to be on here. It's going to stay on here. So the waterproof or water resistant component is really important as well. It's very hydrating. It has kukui nut oil in it, and it has argan oil in it as well, so they're super hydrating. It has vitamin C and vitamin E, so it's high in antioxidants. This is really like it's the perfect sunscreen, but it's also a CC cream, and that's why I've been using it really as my primer. And so I've been needing a little bit less makeup foundation wise when I'm using this, and concealer too. And like you mentioned with the Zoom, we have our lights on, so it washes you out. The amount of makeup I was having to put on just so that you guys could see that I had my face done was a lot. But when I'm using this, I only need one layer of foundation. I mean, I use since it is makeup, I use the Armani Silk Radiance foundation. So you can layer it. It's a buildable foundation, but the first layer is very sheer. So in order to be able to layer that, or only need one application of it, because it is a little bit pricey, using this first, and I only need like a pump of this because a little goes a long way, as all things Epicurean.
Mm-hmm.
Really everything. We always say that, but it really is true. Some things you don't even need a full pump. So with that, I know somebody had asked yesterday what it looks like. So I just want to, I don't know if you can see, it's very creamy. It really is the consistency of a CC cream. So it's a little bit, sorry, I'm talking really fast. I just get really excited about this one. I feel like I don't normally talk this fast. Well, I do in real life, but okay, so I kind of just put it on like this. I don't know if you'll be able to really see, so I'm just going to get as close as I can. I feel really weird being this close to the camera. But just so you can see, it is a matte finish, and I'll show you what you can do to get a dewier finish. And I just kind of apply it here, and it will auto adjust. So the more you rub it, the quicker it'll auto adjust, but also depending on the thickness, how heavy did you apply it, that's also going to contribute to how long it'll take to auto adjust. The darker your skin tone, you would maybe not apply it quite like I did. You would rub it in your hand first and just kind of like pat it in and then blend it out. Somebody did ask that yesterday as well. So really up to, I'd say, a 6 on the Fitzpatrick scale. You could really do this pretty easily. Once you get beyond the 6, you're going to want to really be careful when you're blending and just kind of pat it on and then blend, blend, blend. And so there you go. I don't know if you can really see, but you see the hyperpigmentation here and how that removed it completely on this side. And that's just one layer and no foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Looks fabulous, Gianna. And you mentioned that you're using, I think you said it was a liquid formulation of foundation. What I've used as for the foundation over the Defend and Balance is a powder mineral sunscreen, and it works well as well. I think it just, depending on what type of finish you enjoy, whether it be, dewy or matte, but I found that a powder mineral foundation works well to set it too. So, something else that we were talking about yesterday with challenges with wearing masks, and I learned this the hard way with my beautiful Epicuren blue face mask that was sent to me by our awesome company. I forgot to remove lipstick, lip gloss, and let's just say, well, I kind of removed it, but there's a lip stain in here. So we thought, if you're treating the face while wearing a mask, why not treat the lips too? So Epicuren has an amazing product called Anti-Aging Lip Balm and SPF 15, and Gianna is applying right now. Guys, this is actually the perfect treatment to wear while you're wearing a mask because, we thought about an analogy. Think about, if you have plants in a greenhouse and how it keeps them hydrated, it keeps them warm, moist. This is essentially what the mask is doing when you've got it over your lips. So why not treat your lips as well? So the anti-aging lip balm we thought would be a great, product to wear underneath the masks. So just another tip. And prior to even applying the makeup or the mask, one of our compadres shared with us that she loves to use the cinnamon vanilla brown sugar polish, which we spoke to this in our lip presentation a couple of weeks ago. But this is a fabulous exfoliant, and I have to say well, you can't smell it, but just attempt. It just spilled on my computer. It smells like a cinnamon bun. This is a wonderful exfoliant that you can mix with a little honey. Treat the lips, exfoliate them. This will really help with dry lips. And then also after, removing this, you could really just lick this off the lips and be fine. Apply a little bit of our Pro Collagen and Serum Amplifier around the lip as well to give it a little plumping effect. So that's your pre-anti-aging lip balm treatment, which will really keep the lips supple. And when you aren't wearing your mask, what this is going to do is actually slough away the dry skin so that your long-wearing lipstick, your lip gloss, is going to last longer. So a great tip and trick. We also mentioned, Gianna, about Zoom, and I know you were speaking to the fact that you really have to look at different ways. You want to look natural, but to look natural on Zoom, you really do need to apply a little more makeup than normal. So some other tips and tricks when you are on video on Zoom to give that intensity, for your eyes, for your makeup. One of them, actually, I brought my very own eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to open it up. Voila. What you can do is actually use our colostrum hydrating mist. And what this does is when sprayed on your brush, it actually intensifies the powder shadow for your eyeshadows, for your liner. So just to give you an idea, what I'm going to do is take a little of a medium eggplant shade. And I don't know how well this is going to come through on video, but we're going to try. So this is just the eggplant shade by itself with the brush. All right. Then the difference being using our colostrum hydrating mist, and there's a reason for the colostrum that we're going to share with you in a moment. You want to spray the brush a couple of times, take the brush, and really when you're using any mineral-based eyeshadow powder, this is not going to impact the viscosity or the palette itself. I think the more talc that's in the product, you might have a little problem with it caking. But anyway, so I'm taking the brush now that it's been spritzed. I just want to show you guys, this is the difference. I mean, look, it does come through on video. Can you see the depth? So you're definitely going to get a richer depth with your eyeshadow for day, night, or for Zoom calls. I also use this technique with eyeliners as well. I find that when they're set with a liquid, a powder set with a liquid, it tends to last longer and it doesn't smudge, which, Gianna, I know you and I were talking about that as well. How many of you have worn eyeshadow, and I have one eye, it's always the left eye, and it's just like, what's happening? It's starting to run, and you all of a sudden you go, wait a minute, I'm lopsided. So anyway, what we found is that the colostrum hydrating mist, it does have colostrum glycerin. Our friend Jared also, and our friend Michelle mentioned this the other day. We feel that using this particular mist really keeps that shadow from moving, from running. So, I mean, you know, your plethora of benefits with colostrum mist, but here's another one. While we're on the subject of colostrum mist, and I know I'm really excited about our toner webinar that we're going to have next week, I use this to set a powder mineral makeup as well. So if you're wearing your mask, if you're about to be on camera, this is going to keep your makeup from not looking as cakey, yet it is going to set with that mineral makeup and help it last. So colostrum, oh wait, let's turn it this way. Hydrating mist is the bomb. It really is. So that speaks to eyes. We've spoken to lips. What about cheeks, Gianna? What would we do with cheeks? Well,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's do it. Voila.
Well, someone did ask earlier, how could you make the Defend and Balance look a little bit more dewy? So you definitely apply the Bulgarian Rose prior to that. You can also spray your beauty blender with the colostrum mist before applying, and you can apply the Defend and Balance with the beauty blender. That works too. But Bulgarian Rosado, one of my favorite products. I talk about it all the time, I feel like. But so you can put this on underneath Defend and Balance, which I guess I could show for you. I wasn't really planning on it, but I will. And also,
I can do it.
No, that's quite all right. And you can also use it as a highlighter. I mentioned this another time about just kind of rolling it and placing it here. Do you see how it now has a highlight effect? Just like doing it in the little spots we like to use our highlighters. And then because we are all wearing masks, I mean, look how much less makeup. Now you don't have to wear any sort of makeup highlighter that's also coming off on the mask. And Kathy mentioned her lipstick coming off inside the mask, but even worse is it being smeared all around your face afterwards. You know, I had it happen myself, and I was talking to a friend yesterday that said she looked like she had made out with a clown when she removed her mask. So you have to be careful about that. Someone else had mentioned, I think it was Stephanie had mentioned, she likes to use the Pro Collagen also on her lips, which is part of the lip treatment that we discussed last week. So you can by all means do that too underneath the mask. So this already gives you kind of a dewy effect, but then when you combine it with the Defend and Balance, which I'll put on after, and then I won't be lopsided, so thank you, actually. Now I'll have makeup on both my faces. Or I don't have two faces, I just have
You have one beautiful face. Thank you. And I love the fact, Gianna, that you applied it your lips and also, guys, the bridge of your nose. It just, I wouldn't go all the way to the tip. I would do just the bridge. But think of the aesthetic triangle. Think of the light on the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, around the eye, just to really make that area pop. It really brings brightness to the face. And Jana, I'm seeing, I see a great technique. I had mentioned using the colostrum mist with pressed shadow, but you can use it with loose shadows as well. As a matter of fact, loose shadows, loose blush, loose bronzer, you're actually going to get a more intense pigment with these. So watch out, because when you use the spritzes with these looser powders, you're really going to get even a more I'm going to double this, intensity, for lack of a better word. And then, also the question has been asked, well, why colostrum mist over any of the other toners? And absolutely, I've used different toners throughout my career to set makeup and to intensify shadow. But what we all, and I'm speaking for our team at Epicuren, what we love about the colostrum mist is, again, the colostrum mist does contain the colostrum glycerin, which we feel helps. Think of it this way, instead of just placing water on the brush, this actually helps, the glycerin helps it actually adhere. Would you say that, Gianna?
Yeah, glycerin helps to stick. So a lot of times in a setting spray, glycerin is in there, actually almost all the time. I don't know of a setting spray that doesn't have glycerin in it. But that's really why we're choosing the colostrum over the other mist. So that's really going to contribute to the longevity. And when mixing it with a powder, like you suggested, I mean, that powder's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely going to stay. And speaking of staying, play on words. I know, Gianna, you have been. I'm just going to keep throwing it back to you because you're just such the demonstration queen over here.
Now, Kathy.
What can I say? But hey, look, I'll do it too. Except that I don't want to show my roots. But anyway, so going back to lifting and fixing and finishing, so to speak. I use, yes, a hydrating mist to finish the makeup look, but I also love using the Instant Lift for a finish as well. As Gianna has spoken to, for those of you that have visited us earlier this week, the Instant Lift, guys, it's just, you couldn't have a better name for a product because it's exactly what it does. It instantly gives the lift above the brow, around the eyes. So as Gianna has demonstrated, oh God, I hope I don't have eyeshadow on my fingers. That would be pretty. But you definitely want to just apply a little Instant Lift in a very, as we say, less is more fashion above the brow and even around the eye area at the end of the application as well. Gianna, while you're applying, I remembered seeing someone comment during one of our presentations this week that when they used the Instant Lift, it tended to maybe move the makeup. I just want to say, I've tried it both ways. I've used the Instant Lift as a primer, so to speak, prior to the makeup application. And guys, on a personal note, it doesn't work because once it's there, it's set, so to speak. And when you're then applying foundation or your Defend and Balance, it moves it and it is going to break up. So your best bet with this is to apply after the makeup application a very small amount.
And setting with the colostrum first prior to your application of the Instant Lift, there shouldn't be any moving of makeup when you're doing it that way. Also, I know we were talking about the masks, but using the Instant Lift on your eye area, when you have the mask on, your eyes are all anyone's seeing.
That's right.
So, I mean, this is the time to pump up your eye makeup, to lift your brows. This is the time that we have to focus on that. I mean, it's really changing how we're all going to apply our makeup, at least out in public.
Absolutely. Hey, Gianna, my friend Dina it has a great point, and this is something that I've been finding with a lot of my wonderful account partners in our conversations this week, and that is, when using the anti-aging lip balm, as we all know, we make it in the pot container, which I love. I just think the pot is so, I don't know, it's just to me, it looks rich. It's just, I love the pot. But because of hygiene practices right now, what I've been finding is many of my friends and my my accounts are recommending the tube, the anti-aging lip balm tube, because it's no touch. You literally are applying it directly to the lips. So, just so you know, you've got two choices with the anti-aging lip balm. And this is a great suggestion. So
Definitely. It's funny. I feel like I always used it in that way. I mean, I maybe I
yeah.
have a little too many.
Well, I'm Miss Tukey germaphobe here, so there you go.
The tube I use out in public, but for at home, I have the pot. And Dina's saying, she feels it's a little thicker. The pot is a little bit thicker, so it's for those lip treatments, I prefer the pot because you're getting that thicker application. But for everyday use and you're out and about, definitely the tube.
Yeah. So, and something, guys, I wanted to mention for those of you that joined us on the Cleanse 101 call last Friday. I know it was so funny. We ended the week with the beginning. And so in a sense, I'm going to end this session with really the beginning as well. I wanted to make mention that, of course, any great makeup application starts with a great cleansing. And it's so important to speak to this again, but crystal clear eye makeup remover, great for lash extensions, great for waterproof mascara. This is gentle. It's going to easily and effectively remove your eye makeup. This is truly a must-have. And then the other, look, we can't say this enough, and I'm going to hold both up. Double cleanse, because if you're wearing a little extra makeup for these Zoom calls or for any particular activities, or even just every day, you want to make sure you get those dishes double clean, right, Gianna? So our recommendation is the 3-in-1 cleansing oil to really break down the oils, the dirt, the makeup, to really essentially break it all up, but yet give you a fabulous aromatic, soothing, smoothing cleanse. And then afterward, your choice. I mean, you can go back with the 3-in-1, which is what I did last night, because I cannot believe we have 25% humidity right now here in Northwest Florida. But anyway, so I double cleansed with 3-in-1 last night, but also choose your other cleanser of choice. One of our favorites is the herbal cleanser. A lot of people love to follow the oil base of the 3-in-1 with a foaming cleanser. Herbal is awesome. It's really for everyone. Everyone can enjoy this. And we also make my other favorite, the citrus herbal, as well. But choose your cleanser. Just know that double cleanse is always going to give you your best result. And of course, followed with your serum, your moisturizer, and of course, your Defend and Balance. Gianna, you rock it, my friend. I'm sorry.
You're fantastic. And somebody did ask about using the Defend and Balance, whether or not they should use a moisturizer prior to that. You should. That is you don't have to. It is very hydrating, but I personally recommend using all of your skincare. That's a finishing product. It's a sun care item. It's a primer. It does have a lot of hydration in it, but I would recommend certainly still using your moisturizer. That's your last step before makeup.
Absolutely. And Gianna, oh my gosh, I'm sitting here with this beautiful team of products in front of me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't pull my colostrum. So just so you guys know, a makeup artist trick, this colostrum, of course, it's not only one of our fan favorites, but for that dewy glow, if you really want to finish your treatment before skincare and have a glow dewy look, definitely go for the colostrum. This is just, in fact, this was what we recommended as a primer prior to the Defend and Balance. But certainly to Gianna's point, go with your colostrum or any of your favorite moisturizers and then apply the Defend and Balance. But wait, there's one more. So this would be dewy. hold on, because I didn't let anything, my favorite. So I'm kind of a matte girl. I go for the Acidophilus Probiotic Moisture Cream. This is going to deliver more of a matte finish. So my moisturizer is Acidophilus because I'm more of a powder mineral girl. And there you have it. So Acidophilus, Defend and Balance, powder mineral makeup, or Colostrum, Defend and Balance. And Jana, what are you wearing? Armani, did you say?
I am.
It looks fabulous. So anyway, just some tips and tricks, guys. Oh,
So much.
wait, Diana. The colostrum mixed with full foundation turns it into, and only Jared could say something, a delicious.
That is
Cheers.
really true. And it's true also with the Defend and Balance. You'll get less coverage when you're putting on any sort of the dewy items, that when you want that dewier look, the Bulgarian Rose, the Colostrum Mist, the Colostrum lotion, any of those are going to give you a little bit of a sheerer look to your coverage. So that's definitely a good point. And Kathy, this is fantastic. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. We do have a 10% off code for you. It's 10% off your wholesale order. Your code is Makeup Mania today. If anybody has any questions, I just realized I forgot to ask you. So if you have any more questions, I think we covered them as we were going, but if there's any others that you have before we sign off, please just send them in as quick as you can, because I'm talking fast today. I don't know.
And both of us will be happy to answer them. We have been so excited to have this class for you guys. So we hope you've had as much fun as we have. This has been a great girlfriend, guy friend Friday party, right, Jana?
It really has. I love talking with you, Kathy, especially about all things makeup. Kathy's like the makeup goddess over there. She comes all done every day.
Well, what can I say? This is, as for those of you that joined us late, we were saying, this is my sanity savior. You know, Epicuren's been sharing with everyone to just put those lips on, place the brows, if I can say that, and do the hair. It just makes me happy. And what really makes me happy is seeing all of you here today. And thank you for your continued support of our Ask Our Experts presentation. So
thank you, Kathy. Thank you, guys. And if you do want us to host, your account executive to host any Zoom events for you and your clients, we'd be happy to do that. We could give you some ideas as to what those topics could be for you. But please reach out to your account executive. Hi, Tamra. Thank you guys again. And we'll see you on Monday when we pull the winner's name. So we'll see you back here same time Monday. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good job. Good